Wanted to update the farm tour video for 2024 to show the changes we've made. You see all the tubes in the driveway there. At least I hope you can see them. I've planted a lot of trees. Many of them didn't make it. We've gone through 2 serious droughts and I don't have enough irrigation to run to all those trees. But some will make it and they'll be the strongest. We use a lot of wood chips for composting when we butcher. All the guts and feathers and everything else go into wood chips, and then in less than 1 season it is good soil, which we then spread out. I moved the ducks around using this poultry net. It is effective as long as it's electrified. The ducks don't want out, but many things want in to eat the ducks. Some things I wish I didn't have to deal with is right now they're on a hillside, so obviously their little pools and stuff don't hold as much water as they could. They need to be changed more frequently. So I will have to get them into flatter ground. But I always like to try to lump in some kind of bunch of bushes or something to give them protection from aerial predation, as well as a shady spot to go and nest. So that's how we do the ducks. I just run a drop cord to a charger. I keep the charger under the bucket to protect it from the rain. So again, there's the wood chips. Obviously, we have enough dead trees here to never need to buy firewood ever, which is nice. And then up here's our barn. There's the pig area. But we have 12 acres here, 10 of it's probably in use, and I try to do as much as possible with what I got. This is like a swampy area. I have tons of pig videos if you go check them out. But you can see all down there. Our barn is where we brood poultry and then store all our stuff. It's a nice sign. Right now we got turkeys in the brooder. What's up, turkeys? You say hello? So these guys are doing good. It's almost move out day for them. They're almost feathered out. As hot as it's been, I could probably move them out now, but I want them to be in here until they got all their feathers. You guys want to say hello? No? All right. They're like, leave us alone, man. We have a second brooder over there for when we do chickens. I like to split them into batches of 50 to 70 birds each. That way they're not getting too crowded. Kubota for doing many things. Without it, I would be a lot less efficient around here. That's where Kronk lives. Kronk is our pet pig. Probably won't make a showing right now because of how hot it is. But he's in there. I think I have videos of Kronk too. Got a whole bunch of fence posts delivered for a fence project we're doing this fall. Should be nice. It doesn't look like much, but that's a lot of money in fence posts. I have this bioreactor that I made. It's doing quite well. It's only been here a couple months and it has already dropped down to about 2/3 of its volume, which is nice. That'll be good soil come October. Here's where we do our composting. We're ripping out this fence in the fall and replacing it because these posts are largely rotten. The wire's falling off. Cows like to escape. But that's a good pasture. I've run chickens through there for years. They've had a dramatic effect on eliminating weeds, causing grass to grow, eating up grasshoppers. Just generally making good cow grass. With only 2 head, I can run them in this paddock alone for a long time, as long as I keep the paddocks, the sub paddocks small and shift them around. Jasper's probably hanging out in his shelter. I don't know if he'll make a showing. It's almost 100 degrees today, so nobody wants to come out and say hi. Yep, Jasper's in there. We'll leave him be. He doesn't like the heat. planted elderberry. That's what all these tubes are. So I got lots of elderberry bushes. Next year I should get a good fruit harvest, and then I can make some elderberry wine, elderberry jelly. All of these trees are coming down. These are all black locust. Well, not all, there's a couple walnuts in there, but mostly black locust. I'm going to drop the vast majority of them. Still leave a couple for shade, but that's going to become a new third paddock to connect that pasture with that pasture, so that I don't have to run cows through my temporary poly tape and run the risk of escaped cows every time I move them, which is highly stressful and I would like to avoid. Our egg layers are hiding out, avoiding the sun, which is quite reasonable. Oh. There we go. So I've found that this is one of the better ways to feed them, even when they sabotage the feeder by turning their feed cups upside down. I have 4 of them in there, so they still have plenty of access. And they're just trying to stay cool. But they've been in here for almost a month. And as you can see, this is too big a paddock for them. I like to let them run around, but they haven't eaten this down at all. I need to get them either in a smaller space or move them somewhere else. I could probably put the cows in there. A lot of red clover that they would eat. And they love those little black locust shoots too. There's our cows. See if they'll stick around and say hi. What's up, guys? You gonna be social? So they got maybe another day in this paddock, and then I'm going to shift them right to there. 5 paces is how I do it. So I just take 5 steps and run a new line down the hill. There's our drinking post. That thing's worth its weight in gold. I wish I had more of them. It eliminates the need for heat and water in the winter. It never needs cleaning. This is almost 0 maintenance, so those things are great. And then the last thing is we ran chickens down this path. You can see it's like maybe 20 feet wide and pretty disturbed. This is where Meatbird run this year. And they went right down the fence line, and then because we were going to run out of room, we started to veer off down there at the bottom. So they're all empty. We just butchered a couple days ago. They need to be drug up to wherever they're going to start for our second run of birds. But that's it. That's the tour. There's a second bioreactor I built. That's what we do with all our manure. Everything goes in there and make great soil. I would even spread it right over here thinly. I mean, there's only a cubic yard there. That wouldn't do much, but spread it and throw pasture mix in with it. And that'll green up areas in your pasture that are struggling. So that's the tour.